Abio James has been working as a taxi driver for a decade. With this experience, he knows the importance of road signs, including the warning triangle.
Warning triangle there, for so baby. Well, so car say and only idea was all the CHD. Sebeya, Obi Ba, Obi Car, maybe a problem be at all, and until I'm out the CHD. No, and now all those no say, it's you car so. Say kana obi free chiri ba reflect e mani panu say bi kra na problem bi ana bibia dey esi woni.
But his vehicle broke down in the middle of a busy road and he does not have a warning triangle to signal drivers coming in this direction. Drivers like him will often give excuses when they flout road traffic regulations.
Oh, the entire man ban say kana fe ne mato a me ye ho adwuma enti me ko fa free fit man ka me di ko fie ni say problem we buy no esi sa akra mini bi no me di ade bi tu akire e ma ne ye bibi ti se signal obi be hu say problem bi say na ade esi se bi ni akire sa anso di ya eno sa anso di timi de accident so ye de eba
aka na wo adwuma ma wo fit ma ye ho adwuma te nyanya ho adwuma wie enti na triangle no minyanya bi si to no te emra ba sa se minya bi nti no said the yard driver ni be free machi ba obo hu se bibi e wo ho nti na me tie na to ho no enti nipa bia no driver ni de wona ma yeso issue triangle.
Drivers who park their stationary vehicles on major intersections or highways because they are faulty will rather use leaves or sometimes stones in place of a warning triangle. Section 831 of the LI 2180/2012 of the Road Traffic Regulations states that a person shall not use a vehicle on the road unless that vehicle carries a pair of warning triangles at all times. But drivers continue to flout these laws. At a very busy intersection in Kumasi, a driver of this truck, which has developed a fault, chose to use leaves instead of a warning triangle.
What I've seen is this big truck is parked here. I don't know what's wrong with the truck, but this is not the first time something like this is happening. You see cars breaking down in the middle of the road, and you don't see them having a warning triangle. All you see is someone standing behind somewhere directing traffic, or they put leaves on the road and then pushing or waving drivers to move to another side just to have way to move around. But honestly, this is very dangerous. Ghana has come a long way for this to be happening on our roads. The pedestrian side is not even there. And the small road that we are managing as pedestrians is occupied by moving vehicles.
Other road users share experiences about how this trend poses a danger, especially on the highways.
I work here, but my family is in Accra, so I usually visit them and then come. So I usually set off on Sundays so that Monday I can come to work. And in most cases, these big cargo cars that are carrying cement and other goods, you realize that they are broken and they are in the middle of the road. They don't have any triangle like some meters ahead for you to warn the drivers that are coming. And these small minibuses, Toyota Haze minibuses, is it when they are on the road, they are, because they want to beat time and all that. So at a certain time we were coming, and then it was a curve and we just bumped into the car. There was no triangle, and then it was just some few branches of leaves that were on the road. We nearly crashed the cargo car there.
I've had an experience where traveling on the road, there was this faulty vehicle without any triangle. You see, these things should be, there should be that education on drivers knowing how best they can put certain actions in place when they go through such situations. What I would say is that it is not the best, so we must be very cautious of that fact, that if we don't put our warning triangles at vantage points, it can cause accidents. So
stationary vehicles without warning triangles have one way or the other contributed to the growing road crashes on Ghana's roads. The National Road Safety Authority is equally worried about this trend.
Most of the crashes that we record in the country happen at night. And so the advanced warning triangle gives enough message or information, like I said earlier, especially at night. And so even if it is daytime, the driver is supposed to give enough warning signal or information in order not for vehicles to run into it. So if it's at night, it helps to give enough warning and visibility. If it is daytime, it prevents vehicle from running into the stationary vehicle. So it helps at all time. And yes, indeed, vehicles are recorded, or crashes are being recorded running into other vehicles, stationary vehicles on our roads. So it's a cause of worry.
The Ashanti Regional Director of the National Road Safety Authority, Simbiat Weredu, spoke about punitive measures the law states for drivers who fail to use the warning triangle.
If you don't do that, the law says that the driver will be fined not less than 25 penalty units, or will be imprisoned not more than 30 days, or both. And so these are the punishments that go with that particular regulation.
But what will prevent a driver from carrying a warning triangle with them? I went to find out the prices of these triangles and whether that could scare drivers from having them.
There's a light in a 120 no pen. Enim na chire. Na de enso light no nso de. Eno nso e different aba mienu asa miensa. Ebi e 60, enim na chire. Ebi e 70. Ebi nso kra e 80.
Maybe the laws are not punitive enough to deal with drivers violating these laws, or institutions mandated to enforce the laws are not doing it. The warning triangle remains an essential road sign that can contribute to the reduction of road crashes, but most drivers often do not use it, especially when their vehicles break down. The National Road Safety is, however, intensifying education to get drivers to use this road sign. Hafiz Tijani, Citi News, Kumasi.